together, let's all share the light. Let's all march together, let's all fight this fight. Let's all walk together, let's all share the light. Let's all march together, let's all fight this fight.
My name is Jean McQueen. I work at Health Promotion and Prevention for Mental Health and Addiction Services. I'm a health promotion specialist, and currently I'm the co-chair of the AIDS Coalition of Cape Breton. Over the years I've had different roles. From the beginning I was a founding board member, and I worked as the director at the AIDS Coalition for a few years as well. We opened our doors on April 1st, 1992, and we opened a needle exchange program in 1996. So we've been involved in health promotion work, prevention of HIV and hepatitis C over the years. And when we first opened our doors, we really were thinking we would be the treatment, information and referral services for people who are living with HIV or diagnosed with AIDS. And as it turns out that there weren't too many people to refer to. So we became the one-stop shopping at the AIDS Coalition, and so we end up over the years helping folks because they didn't have housing or they didn't have income, they couldn't get work, so we over the many years have been working on providing those basic supports. We opened a food bank as well over the years and breakfast programs, and so we're finding that a lot of folks are not coming to the AIDS Coalition because they're HIV positive necessarily, that they're coming to get services like the needle exchange or get anonymous testing or get a meal or something to eat, and we're finding that it's a real safe space for people to come. And so we're over the years we've had several volunteers come through the door and volunteer to be on the board and different committees. So we're always looking for volunteers. It's been a struggle for funding. From federal government and from provincial government. Every year we have to write proposals and to get funding. And we have a health fund that helps support people living with HIV. So we do need volunteers all the time to be at the office and to help us with fundraising events.
We work with people with addictions, we work with people who are HIV positive, we work with people who are homeless. The kinds of work we do is we have peer counseling. So basically what that is like-minded people. They learn so much from each other. Like our HIV clients can learn from one another. They can talk about their treatment, they can talk about how they feel stigmatized. And then they also have me or Christine, somebody else in the office who they can come talk, and we can do supportive counseling. Supportive counseling being really just listening. Very often people in these life chances, they feel like they don't have anybody who really listens to them.
Hi, my name is Joanne Dunford. I work for VON. I am one of the nurses that have been hired here through the AIDS Coalition to provide anonymous testing. We test for HIV as well as hepatitis and syphilis and liver enzymes. We also have increased our services lately and started adding a few extra things. We also do flu clinics during flu season, which is open to the public. Anybody can walk in and have a flu shot. We also monitor blood pressures and blood sugars, and we continue to educate the public on these things. And we also provide wound care, for basic wound care, that is for people that may need something taken care of. They come in, whether it be scratches or small abscesses or whatever. And again, we continue to educate the public because health is the most important thing. We really need to take care of ourselves, and educating people on how to do that is really important. And as for Cape Breton Island, I think we're looking pretty good for providing services to meet with people and to refer them to places where they may need additional help and support. And we're always growing, is the best way to put it. We're always adding new things and providing new things for the public. Thanks.
Here we are in the Sharp Advice Needle Exchange, and this is our wall of appreciation. So this wall represents many people's lives. What they do is they like to come in and they will write on the wall. They'll sign their names. Sometimes it's in remembrance of somebody, and often it's little quotes. One quote here we have is, "Every day is a learning experience." So that's so beautiful. When people come in here, they are learning. They are also thinking about their health. There's another quote here. It says, "It's one life, whether you live it laughing or crying." And when we see people in here, sometimes they're laughing and sometimes they're crying. The rig room is where people will come in and access needles. So what happens is they will take all these things, they will go and use them, and when they come back to get more rigs and more gear, what they will do is they'll bring the Sharps containers back to us.
Christine Porter, Executive Director of the AIDS Coalition Cape Breton. Sitting here in my office. I've been here about 14 years now, Director for the last 8, and I gotta say we've come a long way in those 14 years. First starting out, you know, this was a resource place for people to get information around HIV and AIDS, and now it's come to be so much more than that. With the needle exchange, all about being, you know, prevention, and testing is about prevention as well, and treatment. But also the fact that we have food bank and housing programs that really, they answer to the determinants of health that, you know, have so much to do with disease progression and community health. So we look at the things that, you know, make a community healthy as well as the individual. So when we distribute food through our food bank, we're ensuring that, you know, not only that people have food in their bellies, but nutritious meals and things that will help them get, you know, through a day or two when they're struggling. Housing, a big issue here in Cape Breton. So of course, you know, we assist with people, helping them to find some type of housing, roof over their heads. With a 2% vacancy rate here in Cape Breton, that can be a difficult job. So it's, you know, and all kinds of education and information that goes out there around disease prevention. Working through with the people through the needle exchange and youth and you know, stuff like that. We're trying our best to bring all kinds of health matters to the forefront, not just HIV or hepatitis C and other STIs, but stuff like abscesses and cellulitis and you know, sores on their feet from being out in the cold all day. We're trying to help with stuff like that, and hopefully in the future I can see us having a clinic here that, you know, can more directly assist with those immediate primary health care needs that people are seeing.
We have a food bank here that is available to clients. We give them out hampers once a month. Every Thursday food is delivered. So we have clients who will help and volunteers who will help us unload the truck. Any food that's left over, if there's too much bulk that's not being used, we will give it to maybe Transition House or Every Women's Center.
My name's Bill Lavorchik. I do volunteer work here at the Coalition. And one of the things I'd like to do, and I'd like to see the younger fellows do, is the similar work that I do here. And this here work, now this is just acrylics and water. This piece here was done with ink and ashes. And my reward isn't about money all the time, it's about the pleasure of having other people look at it, enjoying it. And these are people who can't afford to put them in their homes, but when you see them look at it, and every day you see a different response, you know that you've given them something they enjoy. So it's not always about money with me. I enjoy volunteering here because the family that's here is we're together, we understand what we got to do. And my part is, I come up with art, and we've used that for whatever. But I've been doing this now since I was 8 years old, and I'm a street artist. I was taught by street artists older than myself, and I've started at 13, living on my own and studying art, and I'm 59 now. And I gave creation to my work and birth, my own style, my own way of doing it. And as you can always tell when one of my students has done a pen work, because you'll see my teachings in it. And that's what we're going to try and do here, is get some of the young people into doing something like just doodling on a piece of paper and take their mind off the streets and come in here and enjoy themselves at the coalition, because we're a friendly bunch of people. It's like a big family. So basically, I hope others see this and realize sometimes it's not about the money. It's about the pleasure it gives other people.
The two main ways people contract HIV, one is through sharing needles and the other is through having unprotected sex. So as a result of that, one of the things that we do here at the AIDS Coalition is provide condoms.
My name is Madonna Doucette, and I'm the LGBT coordinator here at the AIDS Coalition. LGBT means lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. I have the best job in the world. I like to say that I'm the professional homosexual of Cape Breton. I get to go around to schools and businesses and organizations, and I do presentations, and I explain what all the letters mean, and I dispel all the myths that there are about the queer community out there. And it's really interesting because oftentimes I'll start a presentation with some people that are clearly uncomfortable with this subject, and by the end of it they're not anymore. And that's really what it takes to reduce homophobia, is to have some education on it. I also get to work with the transgender community here in Cape Breton. We have a small but ever-growing transgender support group. We meet monthly. And although I'm the facilitator of the group, in truth, it's really their group. They decide which direction the night is going to take, and we run the gambit from talking about surgery costs to just coping with the realities of transitioning with family and friends. I feel like this job that I have right now has made a big difference in the lives of people here in Cape Breton, and I've only just started, so I'm very excited for the opportunity to go forth and one presentation at a time make a difference in people's hearts and minds about what it means to be gay and trans. So, you know, tonight is our transgender meeting. It's a confidential meeting held in a safe place, and I'm just going to go now and have my time with my friends here as we start our meeting.
Hi, my name is Serena Matheson, and I am a teacher here at Riverview High School, and I'm also the teacher facilitator for the Gay Straight Alliance. Today we are having a regional and provincial conference for students across the area to come and learn about being equitable and bringing equity into their schools, and really trying to get them to be change agents for their communities and their school communities. What we're hoping today is that the students will come and learn and hear what the presenters have to say and make connections with other youth in the school board. What we're hoping from that is that they will take that information back to their schools to make changes and differences there, so that those places will become safer spaces. We worked hard all year to get this coordinated with Jeremy from Jared's Vision, and we're just hoping that it grows from here. So we really want to make a difference and make it so that students know that they have people that they can go to that are allies and that they are there for them if they need them.